Somebody say attitude. Attitude. Another one say attitude. Attitude. Say altitude. Altitude. Say again, altitude. Altitude. I want to start by saying your attitude will determine your altitude. Somebody say attitude. Attitude. Your attitude will determine your altitude. Who can define attitude for me? Another person should be able to determine altitude. To define altitude. Which one are you going to define?
Attitude is one's behavior.
Somebody's behavior.
The word altitude.
Attitude. You want to define this? Is she right?
Yeah.
The way she define an attitude, is it correct? Huh? You want to define altitude. Okay. So you are on attitude. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Attitude means character.
Attitude means character. Somebody want to say that one?
Attitude actually means that it's your perception with respect to a particular thing.
Your perception in respect to a particular thing. The last person on attitude.
I think my little understanding, attitude simply means exhibited behavior that someone shows in respect to either things or people.
Okay? So, everybody is talking about the same thing in different approach. Okay, you're supposed to talk about attitude.
So the word altitude has to do with measurement in terms of height, in terms of the degree something has been catapulted to a degree or a point or a level.
Wow. Anybody has something different? Altitude. Who is defining for us again?
Altitude is like elevation, a distance above the sea.
Okay. I want us to clap for everybody that defined these two words. So, everybody defined it correctly. So, you will now understand where I am going this evening. Attitude, it is your action. Attitude, it is your behavior. Attitude, it is your approach. Attitude is the way you do things. Attitude is everything that people can see. That one say perception, the way you perceive. You may not say something though, but the way you perceive, somebody will see your eyes. That hey, this man is not interested in what you're doing here. It's an attitude. So, hear this. Your attitude will determine your altitude. Simple explanation. The way you behave will determine how far you can go. The way you behave determines how high you can go. Anybody's altitude cannot be devoid of his attitude. If you see me where I am and you like the way I am, my character put me here.
Yes.
My attitude put me here. Let me tell you something. Every step you take you forward or backward. Any step you take. Any word you speak will either add value on you or reduce your value. So you have to understand that any action you take is doing something in your life. It's either adding or reducing. So mind the way you behave. That's why yesterday I told you something similar to this. And I said success is a twin brother to character. They must be together to achieve what you want to do. So this night, I want to let you understand that I gather you here as a pilot. Gather you here as a captain. And I am here to announce to you the altitude where this flight is taking us to. So, why I say attitude here, I want to tell you something, my brother and my sister. We have vehicles that move, and we have vehicles that fly. The difference in them is only attitude on the ground. So today, watch out and listen to my explanation to help you in life. All vehicles have a beginning point of kilometer 0. Any vehicle in life. There's no measurement in life that does not start with 0. You start with 0, but how far it can go determines on how the machine is created or manufactured. But the beginning of every kilometer, of every speedometer, start with 0. But something happened. Because I don't want to take much of your time, I'm only using 2 vehicles. I will start with a car. When a car is starting a journey, a car will start movement on 0. And move from 0 to 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 60, till it will reach 100. And when the car is moving on 100 kilometers per hour, that car is speeding. The speed of that car, some people will say, no, you are speeding too much. While some will say 100 kilometers per hour is a normal speed to take you to anywhere. Anytime it is more than 100 kilometers per hour, accident can occur and it will be dangerous for anybody inside that vehicle. So 100 kilometers per hour is a standard of any car moving on the road if you don't want to kill yourself. And that 100 kilometers per hour can take you to any distance you want to go at an average time. Can I talk to you here? Yes, sir. But the car will take off on the and begin with kilometer 0. The attitude of that vehicle is to begin with kilometer 0. And that is the only thing a car can offer. And that is why it cannot fly. Because if you want to fly, you have to have something must tell you that you are going to engage in a battle. Anytime you want to fly, there's something you are going to, there's a signal, an information will send into you to let you understand that you are going there to combat with some forces. And what is the forces? In 1900, scientists in the whole world gathered together and established a law and called law of gravity. And that law of gravity says any matter cannot be suspended in the atmosphere. When the matter leave the earth and is going up there, a force called gravity will push it down, so it cannot be suspended. And the law was established in 1900. By 1907, the Wright brothers decided that that law must be broken. By this time, no world scientist meeting, there was no global meeting to establish a law. Two people decided that we are going to abolish this law. And they abolished a law. That law, Wright brothers started aircraft. And then in 1907, 7 years later, when they abolished that law without any meeting, till today, no scientists have gathered together to combat with that law, because they discovered what scientists didn't discover. Scientists knew that there's a law of gravity. These people knew that there's something that can combat the gravity. Scientists have it in their mind. Their attitude towards that shows that that law has been established and that thing must be observed. And they have concluded and left. So if you throw a metal there, it will force the force of gravity will take it down by force. Okay, the Wright brothers now say, okay, since there is something here that is pushing metals down, we have to develop a law in our own way. This one cannot be just a law, but it becomes a force. So since there is a force there, we should have to establish another force from here. And then that is how, since I'm not teaching aviation, I want to tell you, these people now have to establish a law of lift. Somebody say lift.
Lift.
So a law of lift is moving there to combat with the law of gravity and the force of gravity. So the force of lift move from the ground. So while you are moving here, the force of lift is enacted, and then it's ready to combat with the force of gravity. And that is why an aircraft will combat with that force of gravity and then be suspended in the atmosphere and remain there as far as that aircraft wants. Anytime that aircraft wants to go down, it will still release the force that will take it down normally. It will land and not break, because people have decided to combat with the force of gravity by introducing the force of lift. So now, there's put something in an aircraft that is not in a car. I'm talking about your attitude will determine your altitude. There's something in an aircraft that is not in a car, but there's something in the car that is in an aircraft. So an aircraft will start movement on kilometer 0. It will move from the parking space. 0. We're going like this. Move to 10, to 20, like a car. No one. You move like that. But the aircraft have a place where it's going to take off. Somebody say take off.
Take off.
The aircraft is moving from the parking space. Cabin crew are busy announcing to you that we are preparing to take off. In preparation for takeoff, fasten your seatbelt. They are only preparing for takeoff. And as they are about to take off, when they announce to you, we are about to take off. So that time, the aircraft is no longer using kilometer 0 again. You will sit inside the aircraft and you notice that the sound has changed. Now we mean business. We are bound to face a force that is not ready for us to fly. So let me prepare. Let me arrange my attitude so that it will determine my altitude. And the aircraft will change sound. It's no longer business as usual. We're not talking here any longer. You will know something will change. Look at this. That sound that you hear change. The sound is pumping the speedometer. And that speedometer will pump to 100 kilometers per hour. Right there. And when the car is moving from 0 to 100, an aircraft that is ready to fly is taking off on 100 kilometers per hour. Right there. It's moving on the ground. As it's moving here, yesterday it was coming on 0 kilometers. But where we are now is no longer business as usual. So 100 kilometers per hour is determined on the ground. Move from here. Boom! 100 kilometers right there. And then it will move without force, ready for anything that is coming. That force of gravity, we are coming. Let's see who have the atmosphere. Aircraft goes there and be suspended in the air with that heavy load. Move there. And let me tell you something. Before they move, they will tell you where they are going. And they will tell you the height they are going to fly, the altitude. We are going to fly on 35,000 feet above sea level. That it's not yet taken over, it's on ground. They are telling you. And then from Lagos to Abuja is going to be 55 minutes. Sleep. 55 minutes, it will touch ground. Hear this. If you don't know where you are going, every place will look like it. If you know where you're going, you prepare for it. Aircraft, they will tell you we are flying on 55,000 kilometers above sea level, and then we will arrive in 55 minutes. Anybody that is going somewhere and I can't tell you how long it will take you to reach there, then don't start the journey with that person. Can I talk to you here? Yes. Today, I want to let you understand that we are here about to take off. That is why you see my attitude has changed. Because it is determining my altitude. We'll be having state organizers meetings. We'll be having state organizer training. We'll be having staff meetings. We'll be having staff trainings. Today, because it's no longer business as usual, I am taking off. And this one now is going to be, it will have to determine my attitude, altitude. Therefore, I have to change my attitude. I'm combining the force of staff and the force of organizers put together, and then I'm taking off on 100 kilometers per hour. All of you are supposed to listen to me at the same time, so that when somebody wants to mess up, you are the one that will tell the person, okay, fasting.
Yes.
When the pilot is there, he doesn't go about the aircraft telling you to fasten seatbelt. Yeah. But the reason why a cabin crew will walk up to you and say, okay, fasten your seatbelt off your phone is because all of them start together in the school of aviation. Together. That is why the pilot is there, piloting the aircraft, the cabin crew is here telling you to off your phone. Fasten your seatbelt because of the training they receive. Today I sit together with you, both of you together. I'm speaking to you to understand that I, as a captain, I am going to lock my door. That place nobody enters. I as the flight is taking off, you don't have access to the pilot. Only cabin crew. So today, I'm telling you, I'm announcing the takeoff of the flight. So don't be expecting to see the pilot again. The flight will have to move. The most important thing is safe landing. I saw a message today, somebody forwarded to me, a particular lady wrote down message somewhere saying, have endured Archbishop, I'm not going to endure any longer. The issue is this. The person didn't know who I am. The question is this. Can you talk to the founder of Bitcoin like that? Can you talk to the founder of Ethereum like that? The issue is this. I've made myself available for anybody to talk anyhow. But now we're about to take off. Listen to me. To have a call, have to reach out to me, it will not be easy any longer. Because we are taking off. Even all of you, you will not have time to talk because we'll be busy. We are here on a rescue mission. We're not here for gossip. Make myself available for service, but I'm not available for insults. Are you hearing me?
Yes.
I'm only available for service, but not for insult. And what will make me not available for insult is you don't even have access to me. No access to me. So people that I make myself available for them and they're underrated and devalued, I have to rearrange myself. Some of you here, you slept on beds, and then the way you slept, you saw that either your leg or your hand was paining you. Who have to come and arrange you? Who's supposed to come and arrange you? Who? Eh? You yourself. You arrange yourself. If you don't want, it will pay you till daybreak. But if you want, change. So we are about to take off, and that is why we have this meeting. Leave this place with an understanding that we are not doing cryptocurrency as usual. We are here to fight the deadly disease that is finishing Africa called poverty. And I want to let all of you here understand, poverty is a disease, and where the thing is affecting people is not in the pocket, but in the mind. The poverty mentality is more dangerous than pocket mentality. That's it. The poverty in the mental poverty is more dangerous than the pocket poverty. Have this understanding. And I've taken my time to work on your mentality, making you to rearrange the way you think, so that you will be able to combat poverty. Hear this, sir. Cash cannot finish poverty, no matter how much you have. Attitude finishes poverty. Cash is available to spend. Anything that you can spend cannot give you wealth. It's everything that you cannot touch. That is what gives you wealth. That is why a salary earner is getting money to spend. An investor put money and forget about it. And a salary earner is expecting every month to make money. An investor put money is expecting 10 years result. You that choose to listen to me, when you go out there, tell these people we are not here with Zuga coin for Indomie. If you want to buy Indomie, go and walk. Get 200 naira, buy 100 man. Here we are to fight the generational poverty that has been ravaging Africa. And I'm not ready to apologize to anybody. I know where we are going. Prepare yourselves. We are here to solve a problem that government cannot solve. If the minds of people is not tempered with, sir, you will continue in poverty, and tomorrow's poverty will be dangerous than what is today. The minds of our people need to change from consumption to production. Minds of our people should change from consumption to production. Everything we see, we spend. Let you understand this. Money can only come your way through activity. It's not through withdrawal. it's like that, Nigeria would have, if Nigeria would have been the richest country on earth because they would do a lot. But what they check the value of any country, it is GDP. What is the activity that can produce money that is going on in your country? The other thing is spending. So what do? You borrow and spend, borrow and spend, borrow and spend, borrow and spend. So they will rate you as the poorest country. But if an activity is taking place, something is going on that will make money work, they call it GDP. If nothing is going on, you are just collecting and spending. The worst of it all is on overhead. If you borrow to pay salary, it's not overhead. Recurrent expenditure. So you are borrowing to spend. That means you have borrowed to buy shit. Shit. What do? You borrow money to come and do what? Say it again with me. You borrow money to do what? Buy shit. What did you buy? Shit. That is what is happening. So what can shit produce? Just check what is happening in our country. And that is the mentality of everybody. They want to buy car, they want to drink beer, they want to buy rice for Christmas, they want to buy clothes. They want to have, in fact, last year they almost killed me because of Christmas. Now that September comes, the problem of every Nigerian is Christmas. They gather money from January to November to spend in December. I start gathering money from January to November to spend in December. I start gathering money from January to November to spend in December. I start gathering money from January to November to spend in December. It's a life, that's a cycle in Nigeria. Are you learning?
Yes, sir.
Your attitude will determine your altitude. Tell your people not to look at me as somebody who stole their money. I don't need it. Tell them I've come to force them to have money. I am forcing them to have money. And if you want to have money, you have to keep money. So I have to keep this money where their emergency cannot take it. That is why it is kept in Zuga. You see some people who put money in fixed deposit. If somebody die and you go there, will you collect it?
No.
So they have made mistake by allowing 0 coin in their wallet. They must be rich by force. I'm not going to beg anybody. Tell them they're not going to withdraw. If they want to do, tell you, take it and sell to somebody next to you. Let it expand. You are not going to withdraw at all. But I want to tell you one thing that you tell your people. When somebody is owing you money, and you have a challenge today, and you feel that it's only that money that can help you for that challenge, and you go there, the man refuses to give you, you say don't have money. Whether you rake, you cry, you die, money didn't come out, and you went home. Another problem came, that one didn't kill you. Another one came again. You went to that man, he didn't have money to give you. You rake, you strangle him, took him to court, here and there. The man didn't pay you. You went back, the problem didn't kill you. 10 years later, the man now come with the same money and give you in your house. And you say, hi! Thank you so much. This money come at the right time.
Yes.
Have you ever seen money enter somebody in the wrong time?
No.
Check by the way. Have you ever seen money? Have you seen money? Money enter somebody's hand and say, why did this money come in? I don't need money now. Hi. The money, see how the money has stayed with you for 10 years. See how the money is smelling. Hi. You never stay, it's smelling. Take it away, take it away. Have you seen that? No matter how long it stays, that day it arrives, it will be on at the right time. Thank you. In fact, It's as if you have given me this money for free. Hi, this money, oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. That is the money you are owing you. They will thank you because the money come at the right time. No matter how they will castigate me, no matter how they will crucify me, no matter how they will insult me, the day they will have access to that money, they will thank me. My Archbishop is a very wise man. This money has come at the right time. Money doesn't visit wrongly. It's a very good visitor. Always come at the right time. Okay. Your attitude will determine your attitude. Nigeria was colonized by British. India was colonized by British. If it is colonialization, or is it colonialization? What?
Colonialization. Colonialization.
Colonization. Colonization. Okay, whatever. Yes. If it is that colonialization or colonization of Australia that is putting us perpetually where we are, why is India leading in technology, digital technology? If I tell you how, see, Russia, China, and America with Israel are noisemakers in terms of ruling the world. The people that are ruling the world are India. It's India that is ruling the world, not America, not Russia, not China, not Israel. Indians are the ones ruling. Right? If the man that owns Google decides to pull it down today, the whole economy will shut down. It's an Indian person. So who is ruling? India. And I will keep on mentioning other companies, other high-tech companies that are owned by Indians. All the things that you see, you use on a daily basis are in India. Is Google providing internet? No. Very good. The person that created internet is an Indian. Sir?
Don't finish.
It's an Indian. Everybody uses internet on earth. An Indian owns internet. So that is what is happening. So, sir, can you see a country approving the usage of internet in their country? Have you seen a Senate passing a bill that today our country should start using internet? Yeah. Google. Have you seen your state assembly passing a bill for using of Google? Let me tell you something. That is where Zuga coin is going. We are going to a level where our financial activities will not need any government of the world, but everybody will rush in to have Zuga coin. Because the way that the foundation of Zuga coin is to ensure that poverty is on the run perpetually. So the only thing you need to do, sir, is to give people the right information, nothing more than that. Everything that Zuga coin has been concluded. What is remaining is information, and that thing is not in my hands. It's I left my hands. It is in your hands. And this is how you're going to do it. You need only one person. Sit one person down. Tell that person the vision. Let that person understand. And when that person on that, buy the person's conscience completely. When one person is bought, tell that person to bring 1%. The task is only 1%, not 2. That 1% can bring 1%, and how they bring it is giving that person the right information about Zuga coin. All this noise they are making here and there, all those things we go to hiding when Zuga coin start work. I keep telling you, the digital currency in Nigeria is going to be a story. They are only helping us to fly. Take advantage of this period that they are struggling with having a digital currency that will be controlled by America, because it is in Barbados that company is. So the company that is controlling digital currency is in Barbados, in America. So that means America owns Nigerian digital currency. Should I talk to you?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure you want to be here?
Yes, sir.
China built the African Union Tower in Addis Ababa. I want you to hear something so that you can go and tell your people. Somebody say China.
China.
Another one say China.
China.
Why is a state? Lagos State organized. Okay, very good. So China offered to assist African Union with a secretariat. They built a befitting secretariat for African Union. If you look at that secretariat, you will marvel. And then it was built in Addis Ababa. Addis Ababa is the capital city of Ethiopia. Ethiopia is the only country in Africa that was not colonized.
Yes. Yes.
So they were not colonized at the time of colonialism, but now they are being colonized because China has offered to build the African Union Secretariat in Addis Ababa that was not colonized in those days. Now, this will build from the scratch to the finishing. They install gadgets inside that building that whatever meeting they are discussing in African Union Secretariat, they are hearing it in China. Every file that they are uploading in that office, they are receiving it in China. Every communication, everything that happens in that office is being determined in China. The day the decision is taken in that office that will affect the Chinese economy, they will disconnect it completely. So the Addis Ababa, the Ethiopia, that was not colonized, the day of colonization, now they are being their whole captive by Chinese. If Nigeria wants digital currency, they would have consulted me, because I've been in this business before. They underrated, they want to underrate local people, local products, local what do they call it? Brains. Prefer to use every time being slaves under foreign people, foreigners that they don't make well. These people are always looking for ways to kill every African and take the natural resources. They didn't look at us as human beings. So let me tell you something, that the Nigerian Naira is behaving to the worst. What do you mean? I want to take my time and talk to you so that when you are talking to your people, let them understand that that man knows where he's going. Africans are slaves. As you are the ones going to talk to these people on my behalf, everybody should understand that the days of slavery, that it's not over. It's now that is beginning. And the day of slavery is beginning. And this one is mental slavery. Can I talk to you?
Yes, sir.
Somebody say mental.
Mental.
Slavery.
Slavery.
We are slaves. But I don't want to say we. And I don't want to say you. But I will say they. They are enslaved. Because me and you are already out of it.
Yes, 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 yes.
And people that will believe in you, they are out of it. We don't need everybody to accept Zuga coin. We don't need few to accept it and can surprise the whole world. We target everybody, but whoever refuses should go and wait for us. They'll come back later and beg. Can I talk to you? Yes. Why I say the days of slavery are here is because in those days, slaves were being captured. They will capture them against their will. Tie their legs, tie their neck, tie their hands, and take them to captivity. Now we are, your people are walking consciously into slavery. A graduate of mass communication first class will move from here, gather 2 million naira. That is enough to start a good business in Nigeria. He will go and give somebody somewhere, and the person will process his visa so that he can move and go to Europe to be enslaved in Europe. And then he walk through the desert and then he will become a passenger of 150 people inside the hillocks. And when they are moving through the desert, everything looks sweet. But by the time you get to where you're going to enter hillocks, that is where eyes red. They carry you, a first class graduate, fix inside a hillocks. Fix. Someone say fix. Fix. They fix you like yam. 150 people inside hillocks. You understand how they will be? And after they fix them, then they start the journey in the desert. 3 days inside desert where you don't see water. These people move on inside the desert for days. So inside that, at a point, you have to urinate and drink. Come see water. And then when you move from that truck, when they remove you from the hillocks, the next thing they're going to do to you is transfer you to a truck that is carrying watermelon. And that truck, they dare not set eyes on you. So they are going to hide you, a first class graduate, inside watermelon truck, so that the soldiers will not see you on the road and arrest you. And most of the times, people begin to discover this. So sometimes they compare that truck to offload the watermelon so they can capture Nigerians that are going into slavery. When you die, they throw you anywhere. Saliva becomes a very expensive commodity. Saliva. To get saliva in the mouth becomes a very expensive commodity. And you end up in jail. Some of your brothers here end up in jail for 2 years in Libya, trying to go to Europe for slavery in the name of looking for a job. When something starts in Nigeria, they can't embrace it. Thank God, people have been stealing your money, but now a young man who has a passion for Africa is here, telling you the pain of my people that are passing through in the hands of white people and the hands of other Africans. I am here to solve a problem. You are looking at me as a suspect. It is time to change the mentality. People are dying in the wilderness. So they are walking into slavery with a certificate of first class. I am here with already completed cryptocurrency. I'm telling you where the world has started coming. I'm not the one that started this. If I'm the one that started, you say I cannot go anywhere. But it has started over the years. I'm just joining it in a different way to solve a problem. So why are you suspecting me so much? Well, if I'm Satoshi now, that means he could have given me that. That means if I'm Satoshi, that started, people believe in him. I am doing something that has happened already. People are doing it already, but my own becomes a suspect. Why? Because I'm an African. I'm a Nigerian. What if I'm the one that started it? Could have born him or did these are the type of information you have to gather yourself, arm yourself with it, and when you are moving out there, move as a lion, not being ready to be intimidated. I want to conclude on this note by saying, I want to bring Dubai to Nigeria. I want to bring Europe to Nigeria. I want to bring Europe, United States of America to Nigeria. Every Nigerian that is suffering or working anywhere outside this country, I want them to come back and enjoy the good of the way things are going to take place here. Every Nigerian that is outside this country will prefer to come back because of the way we rearrange this country to the standard. When they begin to hear that somebody can work here for 3 months and he can be paid 500,000 naira in 3 months' time. Only 3 months, 500,000. Watch it and see as God lives. I think, I talk, I do, and I see.
Yes, sir.
I want to initiate you into think, talk, do, see. That is the court I'm initiating you into. The court of think, talk, think, talk, do, see. Think, talk, do, see. Because it's when you think, you will talk, and you will do, and then you will see what you have done. I enjoy it yourself. And I'm talking every destiny of anybody here, it is in your hands. Secure it. Take it by force. My own is work on your mind. So after here, stop thinking of withdrawal because we're not going to withdraw. Tell them that I say you are not going to withdraw. Take me anywhere. Because the plan was not for you to spend. The plan was for you to secure your future that you don't have any. In the next 2 years, you can be thinking of school fees of your children. Because all of them can be paying school fees themselves because you can create wallet for them. A child of 2 years can have a wallet. As it's growing, the wallet is growing. In time will come, you will not be there. The person can be using his money to take care of himself. Why don't they think along that line? See, I am now telling you categorically, nobody is going to withdraw Zuga coin. The initial plan was for you to spend it, not for you to withdraw. So the plan of withdrawal is not inside. If they cannot work on using it, then they should forget it. Take me anywhere. If I'm saying something different from what cryptocurrency does, then they should arrest me. But if I'm doing cryptocurrency like any other crypto, have they withdrawn Bitcoin? No. You can't take Bitcoin straight to the bank. You take it from somewhere, from one place to another, until you get to a level where you go to the bank. The same thing Zuga coin is doing. Go and do it like that. The one in the wallet, Zuga wallet was given to you for free. It's not one more. If you want to use it now, bring it back. Let me give you the value exactly as your money is. I'm telling you right there, you can withdraw. Everybody that want to withdraw Zuga coin, how much did you pay that time? Come. Give me the rest. Let me give you exactly how much you spend, and I will add 10% because it has been there for some time. And when I add 10%, right there in my presence, you can withdraw it back to cash. I will take my Zuga coin. Whoever wants that condition should come. Bring your proof of payment. How much do you pay? And I'll add 10% on top of it. And I'll pay you. Give you Zuga coin worth that money. And you write in my presence, you can withdraw. If you want to withdraw, it should be the value of your money. not my sword that I gave to you. You want to use it and wicked me again. I am wiser than you. The condition is very simple. Very, very simple. Come and tell him. What do we draw? Yes. How much did you pay? 50,000. Okay, we're going to give you 60. Bring all the sugar coin you have in your wallet. Give you 6,000 naira worth of sugar coin and you can withdraw here. Right here you can withdraw 6,000 and leave this place. Don't talk about sugar coin any longer. Anybody that wants it that way, get that person. Do you like it that way? They should bring it back. No problem. We can add you 10% on that money. Anyone that cannot do that, don't make noise. You are a thief. If it's the one that gave to you and you are making that type of noise, then let's go back to the drawing board. You want to stay with me for 1 year. How much is bank paying a year? I will add it to pay you. Give me my second point. Should I post it publicly? Eh? Is that necessary? Then nobody should intimidate me. You're the one advising me not to post it. He will tell you my people. Some Zuga. Okay. This is what they call a father and a mother. A mother will collect the money that someone gave you. I hear you. So he will collect it. You'll be angry. They give him money, he said, you need to go and buy biscuit. Mommy collect it. But when they collect that money, before you know it, a dress will come. Not biscuit again. That's what I'm doing to you as a father and as a mother. I'm helping your future. Finally, on this note, sir, anything you start and everybody accept, run away from it. Anything you start and everybody says, hey, he's the best. Oh, God, big race. Big race and run away. Leave that thing, it will kill you. When you start and they say you can't go anywhere, there's nothing inside it, they are beginning to attack. Oh, God, balance. Now, be that. Balance there. Anyone they reject, keep it. It's a real deal. If they accept all, run away from it. They want to kill you. Sir, anytime something is happening here, and people rush to see, the same way they rush to see, the same way they will rush to leave. Everybody's running, they go and see. After they finish seeing, they'll start going. When it is becoming uninteresting and people are coming one after the other, that is the crowd that can sustain. The one that rush can rush out. This is what you are seeing here. The way it is doing epileptically, watch out and see. It is something that the whole world will rush after. Even this evening, I'm on the wallet, I'm on the I see how the gentleman is just jumping up, jumping down, going to green, going to red. This is what they call slow and steady. You are maintaining the lead. So after we overtook, we're no longer rushing, we're just balancing. If you score one goal in a match that is very tough, don't look for another goal. Defend only that one.
Yes.
So Zuga has scored one goal. We're defending our goal. Second topic is merchant. Somebody say merchant. This one here, I'm not going to waste time on it. I want to tell you that Bishop David Yedemo says, life is Ephesus, men are in Cyrus. So if you understand how phases operate, you know where you are going, and you know that after here is here, after this is that. So everything that was Zuga Coin has been done. And what is happening now is creation of use cases. That is the only thing we need now. And the creation of use cases is the cheapest thing ever. Because we have created an avenue where transaction in cryptocurrency called Zuga Coin is paying enough. You buy, you earn. You shop, you earn. Somebody sell product in Zuga Coin and then have 5% on top of his normal sales, and then an agent is there collecting money in that shop every day, and then we are still using the same platform to pay taxes. So government will be getting money, shop owner will be getting money, the person selling will be buying will be getting money, and agent is getting money on the same product. Let me tell you something. This money they are talking about is not coming from anywhere. It's coming from Zuga Coin. It's Zuga Coin that is paying all this. It will set everything in motion to ensure that Africa is liberated. So any transaction that people do, any one transaction, I am paying 20% in that singular transaction across Nigeria on daily basis. So I am the one paying because Zuga Coin is my product. So the plan is there. So the earlier, the better. The quicker they understand, the faster they leave poverty line. And I want to let you understand that whoever say no to it, laugh and leave. Tell the person, sir, you will look for me. In case you didn't see me, anybody that have this t-shirt can attend to you. But you will surely look for us. I'm leaving. But then, I want to tell you that, okay? What do you say? Hallelujah. Stand up. What are you telling you? I said they will look for us.
Yes.
Yeah, people, you see what happened there? That's what I wanted you to say 2 years ago. Just stand up and say what you say. I can clap. You were just hiding that thing and go still there. And so, the first phase is data collection, which you have done. So the next one is testing of information. We are going to achieve that in the phase one, where we say everybody should know Zuga Coin. So when you paste that sticker on each shop, people walking into that shop will see Zuga Coin accepted here. So they will ask, what is Zuga Coin? When they go there to buy medicine, they will see it. They go in a boutique, they will see it. So let them be seeing it. So as these workers are going to be posted in your respective states, they are going to help you to make sure that those shops, every shop existing in your state, have that sticker. They are not accepting, we are only recruiting. There's a procedure because every merchant is going to have a code. Every merchant is going to have a wallet. So we want to know how many merchants are going to be ready so that we can create those PIN for them. These are security code that you cannot just create and keep. Are you getting me? So we want to take sensors and then understand how many people are in Makodi, how many people are in that village. So when we get, so the people that are going to take these sensors are not you. They were moving about. So when they see a shop with that sticker, they move there and pick it, pick the address, so that when they go, they will generate the security code and give to you. Then that code will be attached to your wallet, so that every transaction that is going to be automated, anytime you do transaction in your place, you don't need to go anywhere. You can receive everything in your shop and then change it right there. You don't need to go anywhere. That is the reason for that merchant poster on your shop. So you don't need to resist it. It's a procedure. Maybe don't post it. If it's not on your shop, so the people can pass, they will not go and disturb you. And in fact, they don't even need to go inside your shop. As they are passing and they see it, they will take the number and go. So when the time comes, they will bring it to you. You sign a necessary document, a code will be given to you, and then you log in as a merchant in the merchant app through that code. Do you understand the meaning of this now? So this is where transactions are going. I want to give you a very good example. When ATM card started in Nigeria, many people refused it. Somebody will say, I don't want it, and they will fight. Until bank say, if you don't have ATM, any money with below 100,000, you can't get it. So when they started sending them away from banking hall, that is when they discovered they needed ATM. Now, when somebody opens bank account, do you need to beg him for ATM? ATM card. As they are opening the account, they are requesting for ATM card right there. And when that one lost, they go back again on their own to request. They are the one that need it. So that is how the world is going. Now, people don't go shopping with money in their Ghana must go. They go shopping with money in their ATM card. As soon as they finish transaction, they are bringing card out. You go to anywhere, you see POS. 3 years or 4 years ago, was it like that? So tell them that the way you are looking at Zuga coin now, the next 2 years is the only thing they will be using. And that is why we're bringing a new payment system so that POS will stop failing in most transactions. Some people now stop POS, they always talk or say, I prefer transfer. But if it's a transfer, you have to wait until the alert come. They will not release the goods to you. Many times POS is failing. So we are bringing something that will not fail. Transaction will become easy through scan to pay. Central Bank launched that thing so many months ago. What is happening about it? Nothing. So we are the one that will utilize that thing they launched. So our payment system is technologically oriented. So we need to take inventory or sensors of people that are going to be accepting Zuga coin. That is why that merchant sticker is important. And then people should be used to begin to understand that a new payment system is coming, which is barcode, scan to pay. So they should be used to that. So that when we start, they can't be saying, which one be this? They should be seeing that thing every day in shops. Tell them it's their own good. They are not helping us. Whoever is going to be a merchant is not helping Zuga coin, but they want helping. So make yourself available for the help that is provided.